There's a shorty antenna. Second box and there's another shorty antenna. I've got 99 antennas and I just need one. More gas, more gas. Hello, welcome to Gearhead 704. I am Matt, and today we are actually working on the FOXBODY, which is here in my garage. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about, this car's been gone for almost 3 months getting this awesome paint job, which I love. And but it is not done. We are not done modifying the car, even though that the paint job is done. There are some things that I still need to do to it. And one of the big things today that we're going to do is actually take a look at these fog lights here. They are cracked. So they're both actually cracked right down the center, and that is not good. Yeah, I'm already getting some stuff on the paint here, some bugs. But so yeah, I've been driving the car. I love the car, but today we're actually gonna put in new fog lights, and there is another problem. I do have the car all the time, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you that now. All right, so it's a little bit dark in here. I'm not sure how great the lighting's gonna show up, but for you guys that have seen me driving the car for a while, what you'll tend to see happen a lot of times is this seat belt will just slip off my shoulder just like that. And the reason why, well, I think part of the reason why is we no longer have the cover piece that goes over here. If you can see that. And that should be helping to keep the seat belt up in a little way, but that fell off. Now on my side, the seat actually goes back further. See this piece right here than normal stock. It's because I've got the seat extensions. So this probably won't help my side when I'm driving, but it is the same way over here on the passenger side. It's missing that piece. So I'm getting tired of, you guys probably always see when I'm vlogging, I'm always doing this with my left hand. You know, if you've ever seen me do that in this car, comment down below. But so we got a new one of those. I'm gonna see if that's gonna help. Part of it is the this convertible style, the 87 to 90, I think it is. It's just this whole back part and doesn't work as well. So these quarter panels and stuff, the 91s and up, maybe the 90s, I can't remember. Actually have a speaker back here, and just the way the seat belt works and the seats didn't have this huge headrest. All that is much better. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I can make that a little better. So yeah, we're doing a couple mods, and I have one more thing we are gonna do today, and that is change to a shorty antenna. This is the stock antenna, but there's a problem with the stock antenna. I mean, for one thing, it's really tall, right? It doesn't look too good on the car, so I'm actually gonna go with a shorty, and I ordered a shorty antenna, and so I got this box. So I got the box, additional parts inside, and I go and open up the antenna. Actually, let me show you guys the box. See here, as we open it up, there's a shorty antenna. I'm like, okay, what are all the other things in the box? Is it possible they're all shorty antennas? And then I open the second box and there's another shorty antenna. So it looks like I actually got 100 shorty antennas. So that's just about 99 more than I need. I've got 99 antennas and I just need one. So anyway, I am sending the rest back. I already called the company I bought it from, let them know about the missed shipment, and I'm sending all the other 99 back. So, you know, I just thought that was kind of funny. 99 antennas. I mean, it's a little ridiculous here at the number of antennas that I have. 87 to 93 GT fog lights, although they'll obviously fit a Cobra bumper too, because it's just a GT. And they're just stock replacements. You can see the difference here. Mainly the age on this one. I've replaced these once already since I've had the car, and I guess I just went over a bump too hard or something and they cracked. I don't know why these cracked, but I'm hoping that these will not, obviously. I'm not a mechanic and I'm not good at working on my own car, and I'm hoping I'm not gonna break any of this. But anyway, let's see if I can get this installed here. Okay, so yeah, it's a little dark in here, but there is the bolt right there, the nut rather. And then up here is where your fog lights actually connect. So you gotta start out by disconnecting this piece here. And it just slides right out, nice and easy. It seems to be a 9/16, in fact, not a 5/8 for the one on there. So I don't know why they're different sizes, but Anyway, yeah, so it goes lefty loosey, righty tighty, right? Yeah, so that came out just fine, just that one nut and bolt holding it. And here you can get a better view of the new and the old fog light. Okay, so with the fog light out now, you can see what it looks like behind there. As you're putting the one back in, the connector for the light actually goes through this top hole here. And then you'll be putting this in the bottom hole, and obviously with the nut and then, or the bolt, and then the nut will go on the other side here and screw in. So let's just do that. Okay, so one of the mistakes I made while I was trying to get this in is back here, this piece, and I'll actually pull it out so you can see. This piece back here, I actually had it like this, and it wasn't allowing the light to sit properly because when I put the bolt in, it was tilting the light too far forward. Yeah, position it like that and you should be able to get it in the right way. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Feed the electrical connector in, tighten up the bolt, and we'll see what it looks like. All right, yeah, position on it right now is not quite right. It's tilting up a little bit. So let me see if I can move it around. Okay, that looks better. It's not tilting as much as it was before, up to that one side there. And when I look at this side, yeah, they're not in perfect anyway. So it's not like you can get them perfectly in there, but you can see there's a gap up there on this is the old one, the cracked one. And here we don't have quite as much a gap. I guess it is still turned a little more than I would like, but I think it's filling the hole pretty good. So, yeah, like I said, this is actually a 5/8, putting it back on. And it came off with the 9/16, so it's a little bigger nut back here on the back. And you just have to connect the electrical connector. Here's the new one we ran through. Should slide in pretty easily. There we go, it does. Slides in very easily. The electrical connector. It's looking pretty good. I think what I'm gonna do is turn them on real quick and see if you can tell a difference on camera. There we go. Oh yeah, I'd say so. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not. Probably not, but to me, this one on the left definitely looks clearer. It certainly is nice without that crack. And then over here, you know, we've got the big crack in the middle. Okay, I've got you guys on the ground now. See if you can watch me do this in hyperspeed. 9/16. Wrong size. That means this one must have already been aftermarket, because it's actually the 5/8. Aha. Maybe I did do that wrong. On this one, this piece is backwards. The one I just put it in, I put the bracket in like that, but it came out, and I actually paid attention this time, it came out like that. So, but you can see, it's like this. I know how we can find out. Okay, since we're in doubt here, let's check out LMR's site, because they have installation videos for literally everything on the FOXBODYs.
Bracket stays on the stud.
Ah,
Go ahead and feed
okay, it is how it came. I saw that. Let me pause that there to show you guys.
Reinstall. You want to make sure that the bracket stays on the stud.
Yep, so he's got it like it came with the new one. When he's putting it on there, he's got it like that. So, thank you, LMR. And by the way, that video has 30,000 views. So apparently most people know how to do this already. And but anyway, I'm sharing it with you for my subscribers. All right, so just have to connect the electrical here, which is super easy, and I like where this one ended up. It's in there nice and solid. Got a decent amount coming through on the back. Now, I felt on the back of the first one we did, I didn't like how it was, so I started to move it, and now you can see it's very wiggly in here. So I'm gonna take this one back out and get it right. I just don't like where it's at right now. Okay, I got this one where it's not moving anymore, and it's positioned the way I like it. Same for this side, not moving. The connectors are easy, they only go in one way. You can't really mess that up. So yeah, let's see if we can get the fog lights on again. Let's see how this looks. All right, other than my hand smudges on there, which you guys probably can't see on camera, it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks nice, and especially in the daylight, you know, when you don't need to turn them on, you're not gonna see the cracks now, which is the main thing I wanted. That was the main objective. So pretty happy with that. Look, I worked on the Mustang and it didn't break. I can't do this. But it took me way longer than it would have taken you guys. I must have been reseating those lights like 3 or 4 times, especially the one side. So yeah, even the little things are hard for me, but hey, I'm having fun. That's what it's all about, right? Okay, onto the antenna next, and you can see here, this one's actually already chipped down here anyway. It wasn't repainted black, I guess. I thought maybe it was, but it was not. And that's just another reason to swap it out. I think this is gonna look so much better. So yeah, it's pretty easy to get these off. Just have to use a little wrench here. There we go. That's gonna work. It's probably enough to get it by hand the rest of the way. Yep, coming right out. I have heard that these do affect, you know, your radio reception going with a shorter antenna, which makes sense that it would affect that, but I don't really listen to anything but the engine in this car anyway. It sounds so good, so I'm not really worried about that. Oh yeah, it's gonna look so much better. I'm gonna give it one little turn here, one little tighten turn. My friend John offered to hold the camera for me. I'm like, nah, I can do it myself. I should have let him hold the camera for me. Here, I'm gonna stick you guys right on the car and see if you can see it from there. Oh, there we go. I think that got it. That did it. Now I can no longer, by the way, I do love having a convertible top for this. Just lay stuff on top of your car and you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, that seemed to, I can't loosen it by hand now. That looks good. That looks a lot better. What do you guys think? I'll let you know about radio reception, but again, I don't really care. But that shorty antenna, that's a lot better in my book. We just have one more thing, the seatbelt convertible holders I was telling you about. So let's see if we can get those in. Okay, so these are actually pretty easy to tell which way they go. You can see they've got a little slit in them for the seatbelt, obviously. This one's gonna be for the driver's side, and over here on the passenger side, this one's gonna be here. And you can see they actually gave us new screws, and these are still here, which means that the plastic just deteriorated and ripped right off the screw. So I'm gonna take these out, put the new one in, and they gave us brand new screws. Yeah, 6, 3 for each side. So let's see if I can get that done here. Perfect fit. Now, the one problem is the color. As you can see, these are gray. I should probably spray paint them white, but I want to see if it's even going to work first. So, yeah, I'll just get the screws in there, and you can see how easy it is to install. Even if this doesn't help with the seat belt falling down, which I think it might actually, it's still going to look a lot better. Okay, that was really easy. Obviously, like I said, I think it actually needs to be painted white. It doesn't look so great, but then the seat belt's all faded too, so this car is certainly not perfect. But yeah, let's see if that holds any better. I think it might, because I feel like it was dropping down to here. This seat doesn't go back as far as the driver's side because it doesn't have the extensions, obviously. You know, actually it does feel like it's hitting me a little better, and I think that this is helping to keep the slack up here because it's coming out of the hole better. So this might actually work. We'll see. I mean, you guys will be watching me vlogging and you'll see if I'm constantly doing this on that side, but also my passengers do it a lot too, and usually the seatbelt just falls off. But actually I can tell already that's a lot harder to do. And it's not just that it's through here. We put it through here and it still kind of falls down. I may have actually solved my seatbelt problem. I'm pretty excited if that's the case. Okay, so let's see. You can see I got the new one in here. Again, not crazy about the color, but whatever for now. Let's see if it's any different. I don't think this is gonna help me much on this side. I mean, the seat is just, you can't even put this part through there because the seat's just too far back, but maybe it'll help a little bit. Let's see. I think, well, it does feel like it's holding the tension more, honestly. My shoulder's still gonna slip out of it though. Yeah, and then it's gonna do the same thing where you'll have to do that. But it snaps back a little quicker. It does snap back a little quicker, so maybe on my side. But again, that's mainly because this part is all the way right back here because I need more room for here. The seatbelt just doesn't work for me, but you know, if someone else is driving, it'll help them, and I think the passenger is gonna be a lot more happier now. So at least the passenger will be safe. So obviously, those were some very small mods and nothing major, but I did notice the seatbelt at least snapped back really quickly on the driver's side, which it wasn't doing before. So I think that was definitely part of the problem. So again, these were $25 for the pair. The shorty antenna was 14 bucks. And the fog lights, which is definitely the best mod, were $65. And then also had a $5 discount where I got them from. So really, it was not that expensive. And we've got a lot more coming for the car, guys, a lot more. So stay tuned. These were stuff I could do myself. I wasn't too worried about it. But I am gonna have a video coming up on what's next. And it's gonna be a pretty big deal. So what we're doing to it. So a lot more to come. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you are stopping in for the first time, please subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Gearhead 704.